All right, March 31st, 2020, doesn't matter what day it is. I was supposed to have a writing session with Brian and Zero and all those guys. I was feeling I was feeling depressed and I didn't want to bring the mood down, but I also still wanted to be at least mildly productive. So I'm working out this material. I haven't fucking said it out loud in forever. I miss being on stage. So I have this material here, and I can't tell if it's working or not, and I don't feel like doing a whole long live stream session to work it out. So I'm gonna just say it here, and I'm gonna say the jokes as with as little fat as possible to be nice and short. And if anyone has suggestions or ideas, just email thebuddysystemco@gmail.com, and I will read your suggestions or ideas on the podcast. If you do email and you don't want me to say your name, just say it in the email. Also, to anybody that does email potentially, no, I might not take your advice. No offense. It just is. It is what it is. All right, let's do this. So this is supposed to be a chunk of material that's all about, how do I put it? It's about my communication with people. Well, hold on, let me see. All right, I guess the theme would be just, oh shit, hold on. Oh, that fucked me up. I just got a call. Now I don't know where I'm at. Oh, being right. So I think I'm sure I've said it already, but I'll say it again. I'm doing a whole arc. I want to write an hour that has an arc or a narrative, goes from childhood to adulthood, so far with like 4 parts of my life, personality, things I think about. And that's love and my relationships, black shit, trust and my experience with trust, and then I guess I would call this the communication section, like the way I communicate with people. And that's the part that I'm working on right now, is just the way I communicate with people. What I'm doing with all of these jokes are just supposed to be a lead-in into childhood, into my elementary school days, and then middle, then high school, then college, and then now. So if anyone listens to this consistently, you know that I'm trying to emulate film right now. And so I guess if this was something I could compare it to, it would be like when a movie starts technically at the end and then it goes back and then you see how we got there in the first place. It's kind of like that. So all of this is set up for just generally how I behave and how I communicate. And yeah, I think that's about it in terms of explaining the context of this. So I'm a really opinionated and vocal person, which is just a nice way of saying I'm a pretentious asshole. Like, I speak like there should be a PowerPoint behind me at all times, and I use the word cantankerous unironically. No one wants to be standing in a weed circle and listen to a dissertation. Like, I feel like it's completely inappropriate to utter the words illustrious while passing a blunt. So I know I can come off pretentious, but it's really just me stating my opinion. And what I've come to realize is that my opinion is like an old piano at a house party. You're going to hear it whether you want to or not. Your drunk friend's going to come in, and he's going to see it, and he took lessons when he was in 3rd grade. So he could play 4 chords. Now he thinks he's Kanye, so he's just jamming away on this broken, out of tune, very loud piano. 100% my piano. 100% my opinion is that piano. No one wants to hear it, and it's usually black. And I'm saying my opinion all the time. I know I do that all the time. And it's just because I'm an impulsive person. And I realize that. Like, most people understand that nipple piercings are not a topic for Bible study. Like, my brain is like, Jesus hangs out with prostitutes, nipple piercings. I don't understand how anyone's not making this train of thought. The dots are connecting perfectly. The train is on the track. How are you guys not seeing the way I'm seeing this? And that impulsiveness, I think, creates this lack of self-awareness. Like, whoever's listening to this, I'm sure is a fairly normal person. When a bank teller asks you how you are, you're not supposed to tell them the truth. You're not supposed to say, really shitty. I'm sleeping in a garage on a futon next to a wolf. Then they say, oh, you know, my day was okay. I counted money. All right, that riffing doesn't work, but how the fuck do you bomb on a podcast like this? Okay, but what's really funny about the way I speak, what I find is interesting, is because I'm such a weird person, I've attracted other weird, crazy people. Like, I would say that I speak with cult leader confidence. I don't know what I'm talking about, but if you gave me a podium and some people with broken spirits, I could totally convince them to live in a bunker with me. Oh, shit, I actually like that one. And when I'm on stage, because my goal is not to be right. I'm just trying to be understood. Like, when I speak, I don't want people to be thinking, oh, he has Asperger's. Like, he still counts on his fingers, and he knows an uncomfortable amount of Nickelodeon trivia for a 28-year-old man. And that was the material I have. So there were definitely some hiccups in there, some stuff that could be worked out. But actually, it's funny. I was feeling depressed, like I said, and doing this in a weird way has actually made me feel a lot better very quickly, which is weird. I don't know what that says about me or whatever the fuck is wrong with me. But yeah, it was interesting. I guess there's 20 to 30 people listening, roughly, consistently. So whoever you are, if you email the buddy system co at gmail.com, just give me your opinions, I guess, or heckle me. I don't know, just anything. I'll take heckles. I don't give a shit. Just any sort of interaction that feels like stand-up comedy would be appreciated. Yeah.